largely through Jachi on that Kai'Sa doing the gods, doing the Lord's work in that game. Yeah, as you were saying, sort of 12 kills on that Kai'Sa in that game. So, very different draft.
Towards his Krugs instead. Junhao will see this happening. Yijang taking an opportunity to step forward as well. There's a ward over in the Krugs. And so they know this is happening. Milky Way wants to try and fight for this with the smite. Throws down an additional ward of his own. Xiaoshu coming on down, has got the ignite, but might well get jumped on here. The exhaust on forward. Flash away from the Vault Breaker. Turnaround now with the ignite itself. Milky Way flash after the Q. Junhao has to flash out and trade. What about the turnaround as the ignite is in? Damage back with the permafrost. Big damage onto Milky Way though. Vault Breaker just shy. Pushed back. So Yijang doesn't quite fall. Trying to get the last order. The snip does not click onto Xiaoshu, but the Electro Harpoons are there. Gets a scrap shield. Trying to trade this one back as they do get the denting blows. It ends up being a 2-for-1. One each for the Gwen and the Vi.
Yijang out. Taking advantage and hopefully running with it.
It's a good start to the game for him. Pretty good spot. About 1,000 gold are Ultra Prime right now. Seems a little tricky here, especially as boss has more buffs than he's taken now. And that's also because of the reset left. Xiaoshu out to drive 4 members around. This can need to be a good equalizer. Clears out the way, but he has nowhere to go.
There is no escape from that. Vile pins him down, doesn't get the flat even, but I don't think Yone can 1v9 this game. Not into the Gwen W, not into the... Hang on.
Gone for the 1v1, gonna try and ult to the other side to get beyond the feathers. There's the barrier for barrier. The ult comes up from Wacko, needs to think about looking for the flash! Flash for flash! And Wacko wins it!
Wacko flashes with the mind games. Incredible 1v1. The Kai'Sa Xayah doesn't get the majority of feathers, but gets just enough to make him cut.
The range on those last 2 feathers, because actually, Jachi did the right flash. He flashed the Featherstorm feathers, but just not the ones coming from
RNG, doesn't it? At least he's 3 grubs. You haven't given 6 grubs over. Egen might get a bit Sejuani. Finds out Xiaoshu. Has he got a W? Doesn't use it.
This is looking pretty good for a second, but the season design comes on through, but a little late. That's actually leaving. Junhao out in a pretty tricky position as the teleports come flying on through, but Saber's here. So is Wacko. It's suddenly a 4v4 in this top side. Tango and taken low. It ends up just being the kill onto Yijang, not too much more.
Yeah, so he didn't have that W, I suppose. Didn't cast it during that, so good approach by Milk. Get the buff for both of them, which means that they get the chase down very, very effectively. Allows Xayah some more ability to walk forwards. There's the W there. Allows both of them to get the extra attack speed and the damage on top. And they'll take down the mid lane turret. Good strategic.
Summoners at this point turn the game around, but hey, at least you are getting something here.
You're getting something, but also you're getting pushed in on 2 lanes with 30 seconds till dragon spawns, and there's 2 dragons already on the side of Ultra Prime. So RNG have given up a setup on the dragon, which will put Ultra Prime to 3. That's dangerous. It's a Hextech Rift. You're setting up Ultra Prime to be holding a very early soul over you when they've already got the gold advantage. You're not likely to win that kind of fight around the 4th dragon. It felt wrong saying it, Maddie.
Yeah, okay, it's true. I have actually made that reference on Cast before. When I first debuted on LEC, I cast X Matty and I called him that as an X bot, and I called that an X Matty, which I was quite pleased with.
On the top side, dragon being taken by RNG, but Ultra Prime say, all right, no, we'll trade the map, take the tower, give up the dragon. Could have gone for the early soul point, but instead saying, no, we want that extra gold. They're killing towers very quickly.
Gonna try and flash up the wall here. Yijang needs a little bit aware as the Magnetorm comes on in. Jachi now quite close, won't go too much further. The Equalizer comes on down, and so will be followed with the Needlework. So they hold on to the tier 2, burn a few ultimates to do it though. And Yijang just get to walk away even without flash.
Yeah, so RNG,
a good team fight. The Sejuani, for example, can still be a relatively good low economy option. You do need to stop giving away these structures as Ultra Prime just walk up to it with Bol's brass.
I mean, Gwen, really good at killing towers. Gets a good chunk out there. Much like the passive, you can just die by 1,000 custom quick and get chunked. Is that your prime target?
Season just afterwards flashes away. Can potentially look to turn this around. Glacial Prism does land onto Saber. Yijang, though, remember, no flash, we've said a few times, does have to skip and slash away, so still have that up in a bit.
Yeah. Manages to escape that one fine, but you can see, not great to engage on.
Playing by the looks of Xiaoshu, you can understand, still a very squishy comp to Ultra Prime on the whole. Your tankiest member is going to be that fight.
Saber, hang on a second, there's a lot of people up here. Safe for now. Question in chat, why are Rumble suddenly taking Ignite instead of TP? It's all for the 1v1. We see the pick, much in the case that Gwen does this too, occasionally taking Ghost or Flash or Ignite into the Jax as well. See that the Rumble does this for the Gwen, purely for 1v1. After can't start it up, RNG would have to bring a teleport from Yone, and Kai'Sa has to roam up to the plate. Going down though, there's a chance that the Kai'Sa doesn't get here in time.
go. Down to 4k HP. Niket trading with Saber. They're going to try and turn off. It's still kept at 3,500 HP. Jachi now around as well.
Milky Way, smite.
Looking out for that smite. They've still got some damage. They've killed off the Zaya. And they're getting 2. Oh my days, they've got the Anaconda. Withdrawals in. Ultra Prime, you've thrown it all away.
Ultra Prime in a game so important to them. Pull out the Ultra Prime Classic. It's the Ultra Crime in topside as they let the Atacon completely ruin them.
Plus Ultra Prime, that is going above and beyond. Never say die. RNG.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This is such an important game. This would lock
a decent
RNG.
amount of gold. They're still in a good spot this game, but what looked unassailable looks saleable.
Dragon spawning now. RNG can get themselves second on the table. Ultra Prime, do they have a wave to walk with? They can do that. They can trade Dragon for the inner turret. They don't really want to fight RNG with the GA. Of course, that's something that they gained from that Atacon. No wave for them, though. Now they're in enemy territory. Right. Okay. Dragon taken.
Niket doesn't have, worth noting, the withdrawal available. Died. Lost that one over the wall. Jun now looking for potential angle. Does get on the backside. Jachi gets over the wall. Nice turnaround! Gorgeous turn in. They get a hold of the Rakan. One of the withdrawals comes on down, but I think that's kind of fine. The damage already kind of done. Xiaoxi doing his best to stay alive as long as he can. Ejang, though, does get the snip, but all of those withdrawals come on through. And despite the heroics, they do burn the withdrawals.
So, Niket, great combo to clump up Ultra Prime. But they do. And he has himself teleport and turn this play. Ultra Prime, they are faced with another objective conundrum. They're going down. So he gets some feathers onto it. Dragon taken, teleport available. And it feels like the engage is not great for Ultra Prime.
It's not, but they still get the Baron. They've been enough time. That's a wonderful equalizer position potentially. Niket, though, dies and doesn't get that much value from it. They trade Soul Point for Baron, and Ultra Prime get away with it.
That was close to the steal. Milky Way flashed in, looking for the steal. Couldn't manage it. Really felt like time stopped for just a moment.
Ward there, seeing when he picks one up. Got the whole team now around him with the wave coming crashing on in. Tangyuan going to start stacking up his Q, trying to clear this wave best they can. Central dive angle, unbinds his soul, pulled out of the grand entrance, so it should be okay for now. But this turret still being chunked. Niket, on top of that, also being chunked as a few of those feathers come flying into 3.5 items. I remember, certainly not something to sniff at.
I was wondering whether Tangyuan would be engaged onto since he used his E. Junhao could have gone in for a Q flash into the ult. I suppose did. They traded the Dragon for this Baron. Feel a little less good about it. Wacko walking up. Equalizer. Niket.
Be careful, Wacko has to go up into the air, and now at half HP and with no ult, I think they have to leave this Baron shove as a lost cause.
That's and the Hextech Dragons largely being better than the Cloud Soul, and the Mountain Soul being a bit of a wash. Ultra Prime. See the Dragon being started. Junhao off of vision, actually. They don't see him around the corner.
Kind of so burnt his unbound soul looking for where his saber was, but doesn't have that now available. With enough ability here for the game, it won't matter too much. Down to half HP, it's looking like a smite
fight. Are we getting a smite fight?
Yeah, ready for the flip. Tango into the backline. Absolutely murders Junhao. They get the Dragon. Hex Soul completed. Junhao just about alive. The cat will fall for the saber. And Junhao at the back of the pit, though. As RNG need to run away. They're losing members despite claiming the soul. Can they get down with the Flame Spitter in the Zonyas? Gives Jachi the angle. Junhao goes down. Barrier still available. Ejang cannot beat all of that void magic. Jachi does it again on this champion.
Shut onto the board. RNG. This game would have seen them last place confirmed in this group, and Ultra Prime may just be in a state now. Well, they are 1-1 with RNG.
Oh dear, I hope you're entertained. The fight to stay out of last place is going to be huge.
God, the damage at the Wacko.
Yeah.
It's an alternate E. The Hextech Soul on it too, and Wacko has to leave the turret. RNG, they get to use this Baron buff to take all those turrets that they were denied before. They're going to get so much gold from this Baron power play. Compare that to Ultra Prime's earlier. We only got, 2,500 by the end of it. I think RNG are going to get much more of it now as Tangyuan even forces Saber's ult out.
It's a bit of a chunk. Goes pretty low himself, but Saber not there. Baron's going to get huge value, as you said. It is a 2,500 power play so far. More structures come on down. That'll push it well over 4. And it just keeps rolling. Have a look at the picture-in-picture for the replayers. Yeah.
Catches him midway through the E. Has to ult out. Lucky to live there is Saber. Does so, but God, this Akali has not really managed to get any value in this game, despite it being a comfort pick for Saber. Baron power play goes over 4,000. Now as RNG cleanly utilized the big objective, which they earned after the soul.
The gold back to even, and you've got 4 Hextech Drag stealing forwards. you do end up in this position where... Actually,
Helping on the slow.
Forced to flat, tries to jump away, turn around, I'm from Showership, trying to get on the angle. Niket might just die here. Overplay.
The Hextech Soul onto Wako. Gave the slow there, but does not win the hands check versus Wako. And suddenly Ultra Prime from a position we're saying, look, it's hard for them to win a clean fight. Here comes the equalizer.
Remember Wako. No, gets ball in the back line. The face seal comes on in. They've killed off the Zaya. Xiaoshu goes golden. Damage back though, and Saber executes. Ejang still running. Chachi trying to play out with the ult. They're still tagging him with all the damage. Guye's, Sonya's, everywhere you look, they're still gonna win it as the AD carry in mid lane deliver a quadra to Chachi.
Chachi with another highlight play. This man's Kai'Sa is making a mark. Chachi is the difference maker, and though RNG may have just thrown it with Niket dying so easily, they fight back and they use the GAs and the Seekers to win the game.
Wako burned ult, Xiaoxia burned ult and flash. The defensive tools to keep this Zaya alive had all disappeared, and it means that Tangun with a gorgeous ult, Chachi with a phenomenal follow-up will bring RNG to 2 and 3, matching up with Ultra Prime. Oh my days, we still don't know who's going to Nevada. It's a fight for 2nd through 4th here in this group.
Chachi will end the game 10-1-4. Super carried this